What is the real cost of winning? What will you have to sacrifice if you want to be a successful man in the future, like a successful music producer, maybe one day a successful husband to your wife? I know, this might sound corny, this might sound like dumb, but let me just tell you a story about a kid who 4 years ago was in deep addiction, fresh out of college, not even graduated college. I haven't had written my thesis yet. I was deep in addictions, in unsuccessful and unhappy relationship, still living with my parents, no work, nothing, no money, nothing at all. I had literally nothing going for me except for two things, three things actually. My motivation and my drive to achieve something in life, and my determination, because I said to myself that I want to make it, that I want to live from making music. My unhealthy obsession with things, because I cannot ever let go until I achieve something, and I will bash my head against the wall until it's done. And of course, to some extent, the support of people who are close to me, for example, my parents as well. I reinvented myself in just about one day. I set myself a clear goal in mind that I want to make it, that I don't want to work a job till the end of my life. I want to make music, I want to make content, I want to live off being a producer. And until it's done, I'm not touching drugs, I'm not touching alcohol, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna achieve all the things naturally. And no matter what is gonna happen, I'm not giving up because because if this does not work, I'm not gonna ever forgive myself. It's been 4 years. I haven't drunk a beer, I haven't touched drugs, I've achieved most of my goals. I have substantial income from music production, I'm making content, I bought my car of just beats, like I have many things going for me. I've built great physique, great relationships, but this is all at a cost, and you must be willing to put up with this cost, because either you're gonna live extreme for 3 to 5 years of your life, maybe like even to some extent 10 years of your life, or you're gonna be miserable for the rest of it. I don't want to take it any longer. Let me just go deep into this and dive right into this. The first thing I'm gonna mention is you will lose a lot of people during this time. If you are also like in a relationship, maybe if you have like old friends who are just going out without any like direction in mind, and okay, I don't blame. You will have to make a choice. Either you put up with it, eventually you're just gonna don't give a shit about those like going to city center to have some beers and talk about like the work week. This ain't gonna be really fun for you. I noticed some things that it sometimes is better to just be lonely with your thoughts, with like being locked in working or on in the gym. Even just saying a couple of sentences to someone at the gym, or someone that you, for example, like a cashier in the shop, you will be more fulfilled with that conversation than with some conversations with your old friends. And this is natural, because if you think about it, like you had a lot of in common when you were like friends. When you start to differentiate from them, when you start to want more things from life, when you start seeing life from this different perspective, that everything you want, you can, and it can be earned, and there will be times where you just will feel misunderstood and will just feel like they are not gripping what you're saying, and they are like even ignoring you. So there will be times where you just want to like talk about stuff that is important for you, but they won't care. Your partner may also don't care, and this is fine. You will have to eventually make some choices, and you need to be able to live alone by yourself. You will need to enjoy this, because this is absolutely crucial and important part of the process, because at the end of the day, it is you and only you. Everything you did previously, you have to do opposite of it right now. And this is quite funny, because for the longest time I thought to myself, like, for example, waking up early is not for me. And I liked staying like up for longest time, like for until 4 a.m., 5 a.m., making beats, like playing games, all sorts of stuff. But recently I just realized that I perform slightly better, especially when I go to the gym first thing in the morning, that I perform much, much better. And I'm just able to hit PR after PR after PR, and like my bench went really crazy. I recently had just hit 100 kg for 10 reps, which I was stalling at 100 kg for 6 reps for the like couple months from now. And you will need to really rethink your life and reinvent your old habits, because this simple like understanding of it, if I might give you like a little cheat code, right? Everything you did previously was wrong. Most likely, like 90%, you need to just do the opposite. And there will be habits which you need to handle all in the like appropriate time for it. I was very like addicted to nicotine. I just recently am like 30 days free from smoking, and there will be habits who you will have like trouble. Maybe you like smoking weed. Maybe you like have trouble with eating junk food. But to really be a high performer, you have to make a choice eventually, and be honest with yourself that someday you will just have to reject it. And let me tell you, those things that you might think are not that important, like I was postponing nicotine for the longest time because I actually thought it helped me in work. I was coping for the longest time and I thought it actually helped me, but what it turns out, it was a cause for major anxiety for me. It really distraught me while I was working. So you will have to fight all the battles eventually, but be present, be mindful of it, and just try to not overwhelm yourself. I know, this might sound controversial, but this is actually true for me. You need to do all the things, but eventually, like, you don't need to do them all at once. You will, if you're stubborn like me, you will find by making a lot of mistakes. Maybe there will be some time in your life you will meet a girl, you will meet people at work, you will like talk with, I don't know, your parents, and they will tell you that you're living like this extreme life. You shouldn't live like this. You shouldn't be like this. You shouldn't like do this diet. You shouldn't work this many hours. And whenever I listened to those people, always the worst thing, like the opposite outcome happened. So they said like, okay, you will overwork yourself, you will do this, you will do that, it will be bad for you. What was really bad for me was stopping this thing, and this, for example, like I stopped working out so much, like, and I changed the diet because this was healthy for me, and my blood work actually went worse. My blood work went worse. Only when I recently just started again, like my diet, keto, introduced some vegetables and did this my way, I was able to recover my testosterone from like 350 to 800 without help of any drugs. I have this, like the cholesterol, all the things are perfect. Basically just the blood work responsible from like allergies are like bad results for me, but all the other blood work is absolutely perfect. And it turns out that what I was thinking at the first moment, it was right. So don't make this mistake, and if you don't want average results, stop listening to average people. If you really consider someone a valuable asset, like a valuable, if you like, for example, have this friend who is really like knowledgeable and you value his advice, listen to him. But all the other stuff, especially with girls, you should usually do the opposite. Rarely in life, what is easy gets you the results. If something feels too easy, like too mundane for you, if you, for example, like just making beats and uploading them to YouTube takes you 1 hour, 2 hours, and yeah, like you're done through the day, and you think there's nothing possibly you could do to advance your career. There is a lot to do, bro. There is a lot to do, but you might not realize it. And the most important advice, honestly, which will lead you year by year by year by year, is to just get out of your comfort zone. If something feels hard, if something feels unachievable, ask yourself a question: why? Ask yourself why it feels unachievable for you right now, and what can you do to achieve this? What can you do to overcome this fear? What can you do to change the, like, if you're like fearful of speaking to the camera, why maybe like you think your English is bad, go to English classes, sell a couple beats and go to English classes, bro. Everything you struggle in life can be solved, but you need to find the solution and stick to it and do the work. And you understand, you need to do the work first of all. When you finally accept that the nobody cares about the external conditions, about your nationality, about your living situation, about where are you from, like nobody cares, bro. On the internet nobody cares. Everyone is different, everyone had their hardships, their troubles. And when you start finally accepting the truth and the blame, stopping the blame on like externalizing your problems, you will finally reach success, because you will work on things that doesn't work for you. You will start overcoming those hardships and you will just become better. Most of my money wasn't made working hard. Most of my money was made working smart. And most of my progress was actually also made working smart. Because this is not the contest about who can work the longest hours. This is not a 9 to 5 where you get paid by hourly wage. You have to think like a business owner. If there is something you can delegate, if there is something you can do outside the box, if there is something that other producers are not doing, do exactly just that. And if something sounds like really unrealistic to you and like really stupid, like for example, like emailing and messaging people from your YouTube comments, you know, like this sounds really fucked up. This might be the thing which really is a game changer for you. Just remember this lesson and like write it down and think of it like for in a week or so, or in like 2 weeks, because you might really be surprised with that. And the last thing is to enjoy yourself, enjoy the process, because there will be another 1,000 to make. There will be another 10 girls to, another like 20 kilos on the bench to be added. Like you will always see the next goal ahead. When I was lifting like 60 kg on bench, I was thinking like, okay, once I hit 100 kg, okay, I will be set. No, now I'm striving for 130 for one rep. And I know what's gonna happen after 130. 140. Obviously, bro. Like, there is no end in this grind. Like, so you have to really enjoy the process. And if you like build a nice body, if you leveled up your talking skills, like you leveled up with girls, you'll earn some money. Just go with your friends somewhere. Go travel. Go on a date with a girl. Like enjoy yourself, bro. Enjoy the process, because let me tell you, for those 4 years, those were like the happiest 4 years of my life. And to many of people, like you will often hear that this is miserable life because you are working 24/7. You won't enjoy yourself. This is bullshit, bro. This is most happy I've been for the last like for my whole life, basically. This is the happiest. I'm the most fulfilled right now, and also right now spreading this knowledge with you. This is the most fulfilled I've been in my life. So keep that in mind. Enjoy the process. If you want to learn from me more specific tips on everything I talk here, so beats, girls, gym, diet, everything, like bro, I'm going in like more specific detail here on the first link in the description. Also, it's right on here. Yeah, here. It's cool, big free university. Come join me. Bye bye, bro.